Tobacco flourished, and with it the trade between England and the southern colonies. Along the rivers, great homes were built, testifying to the wealth and influence of these early colonial planters.
The tone of society has always been truly English in Lower Virginia. The Tidewater country, as the people love to call it. It has been settled by all classes of Englishmen, who aspire to imitate in the New World the customs and manners of the old.
These planter homes fully express the taste and social standing of this small group of landed aristocrats. By the middle of the 18th century, the plantation had taken on well-defined characteristics. They were complex and self-sufficient communities. Their many outbuildings housed the materials and trades necessary to the functioning of a large plantation. Tobacco sheds, warehouses, stables, dairies, kitchens, servant quarters. In effect, the plantations had come to resemble small villages. The grounds were dominated always by the master's residence, called the Great House.
Like one of the patriarchs of old, I have my flock, my bondsmen and my bondswomen, and every sort of trade amongst my servants, so that I live in a kind of independence on everyone but Providence.
In contrast to the planter aristocrat, the majority of landowners were small farmers, whose sole means of self-betterment was to settle in new areas and make large profits in tobacco. But in order to make large profits, large crops were needed. New land became a necessity.
The system is such that the planter scarcely considers land as part of his permanent investment. Buys land, uses it until it's exhausted, and then sells it. It's something to be worn out, not improved.
As new lands became exhausted by one-crop farming, planters gradually migrated to more distant areas, always carrying with them the plantation system. Further south, along the swampy coastal regions of Georgia, and among the backwaters of the Carolinas, early southern planters had discovered other money crops. There was rice and sugarcane. Negro slaves from the West Indies and Africa were acquired in increasing numbers to do the arduous work of planting and harvesting. The peculiar institution of slavery had become an integral part of the plantation system. As slavery became more entrenched, wealth became more concentrated. Into the coastal regions flowed the profits.
Warning. The following program contains scenes which may offend some viewers. Others may experience mild discomfort, nagging backache, post-nasal drip, and delirium, followed by rapid heartbeat, swelling of the nose, throat, and abdomen, and loss of facial hair. Repeated viewing of this tape may result in the loss of one's bodily functions, redistribution of facial features, premature baldness, and a difficulty in forming simple sentences. So, if you're seriously considering a rewarding, challenging career as a lawn ornament, this is the show for you.
It's great to see you guys.
Can I get a shout out real quick?
A shout out.
Yeah. Grown Man Record Night.
Grown. Artemis Pyle here, and you're watching Grown Man Record Night. Let me do one more.
Sure, go ahead.
All right, Artemis Pyle here.
Gary Maverick.
I was going to say this. God, you guys don't know when to jump in. They talk alike, they walk alike. You can lose your mind. Hey, it's Artemis, and you're listening to Grown Man Record Night, and this is...
Gary Maverick. Down home.
And Little Elvis.
Holy shit.
I lost the top for that thing. I don't know where it went.
There's only fucking 14. It's 14 people watching. I'm gonna hang myself with an electrical cord when the show's over.
I lost that top. I don't know where it went.
What was it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's gone.
Fuck.
What's going on?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Grown Men Record Night program, all live on the internet for your enjoyment. Sure.
This is the psychedelic
What up, AG?
stoner high
Wiz?
house.
Sure. We got the Zonk Man in the house tonight. We had a good time listening to records tonight, and yeah, it's good stuff, man. Good stuff. Auto erotic asphyxiate Montana. Are you in Montana? You tell Hannah I said, "What's up, bitch?"
She's in Montana? That was Nebraska.
Hannah, Montana.
Hannah, Montana.
Jesus, you're talking.
No, I'm
You
not
telling
going
me
there.
Omaha introverts
We're
catching strays over here? What the fuck? I like Hannah. She's got good taste in music. I
Yeah.
like her jangle pop and her like shoegaze stuff. She's got pretty eyes. I'm not gonna lie to you. She's
Yeah.
got pretty eyes.
I like looking at my shoes so I see where I'm walking.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Hannah's the shit. Old radios, what's going on?
Old radios!
Didn't get any records, but I did get a stack of CDs from Goodwill. Hell yeah. What's the best one out of the stack? What do you think?
What you got? Nirvana, Nevermind.
That was funny as fuck, though. When I said... That's funny. Yeah, so we got a great fucking show program cooked up for you.
Are y'all ready?
It's gonna be a good one. Let me tell you, I'm gonna wade into this lickety split right now. We're losing viewers. I'm gonna shut it off. I'm shutting it off. This week in Dig of the Week, I'm going to be featuring a record album. It's the most money I've ever spent on one single record album ever.
Oh, shit.
And, yeah, it's not something I was anticipating doing, but you guys saw the show program last week. Carl the Envelope was here. We ended up going digging because we went digging close to his favorite cheesesteak spot is in Greensboro, which is about a 15-20 minute drive from here. And we went there and then went to a local spot, a friend of mine, close by, and found a record I've been looking for fucking ever. I've never even seen one. I've never seen it in person. It was a little bit of money. There's no represses.
Dude,
Okay.
you've been teasing me. I ain't even seen it yet.
I'll throw this out there. This is the same hints I gave to the idiots on the Wednesday stream or Sunday stream. So those things I just said, something I've been looking for a long time.
Yeah.
There's not really been any modern represses to speak of. Maybe some unofficials or some fucking whatever.
Bootlegs.
Not really like an official repress that you can go grab. And it's also an album that, while we were in there shopping, there was an African American couple, and even though it's not it's not this, but the cover lends itself to the imagery could be construed as so I kind of hid the cover while I was shopping.
Risque.
I mean, it could have been. It's one of those things like by the time you explain it, you've already gotten punched in the face. So anyway,
Now you're starting to give good hints.
I'm just saying. Got some Martin Denny Exotica shit recently? Yeah, love that shit. Got the Arrested Development album with Tennessee on it? Yeah, okay. Tennessee. Who did Nate have problems with? Merch Bar. Ordered the Jimmy box set. Oh yeah, we talked about that a couple of weeks ago. Still hadn't shipped. They emailed you and said they were unable to fulfill the order. Merch Bar's a garbage site? Holy shit.
What?
Let's boycott him. Bob James? I like a Bob James. I like a Bob James.
Smooth jazz.
So you've been away for a couple of weeks. Tell us what you've been for a couple of weeks.
I'm sorry. I guess 2 weeks ago, technically ended up being the Noble anniversary drop.
That's right.
And if
Song of the South, a sweet potato pie, and I shut my mouth. Sorry.
And last week, no, you're good. The intentions on that, if that's all I was doing, I would have not missed the show. We were supposed to have the grandson too, and then something with that fell through.
Sure.
So, and then last week I was out of the state. I was in Iowa, going to pick up my uncle.
I've never been to Iowa at all.
It's
Is it what
corn and pigs.
Is it what I would think it would be? Like it's pretty much like what I have conjured up in my head, probably?
Yeah, I mean, if you want just like another Midwest state, flat cornfields.
Sure.
I don't know.
I don't know why you would.
Maybe not so much more of that, but
hell yeah. So you did go to the Noble Records thing?
yes, there'll be. That's not
Some of the stuff in Dig of the Week?
No, not this dig of the week.
Not this week? Okay.
We're gonna tease that for the future too.
Sure.
That's horrible, man. I went like a month without doing records, and then you just get one,
That's the way it goes, man.
and it's just the veins opened back up again.
Do you
Yeah,
ever
just
like
that?
Do you ever eat a Snickers backwards just so you can feel the veins on your tongue? That's not the joke. That's not the joke. That's not the joke. It's not the joke. Fuck. Now I'm discombobulated. A little weather report?
Yourself.
Sure. A little vein.
Recombobulate yourself.
Let me introduce you guys. So I found this guy. It's a Coors Light like football man jersey. It's got a football man shirt, koozie for my beer, but I flip it inside out, so it's all black, and I call it. Let me introduce you guys. If some of you older cats may remember the Gentleman. The Gentleman. Yeah. The Gentleman is legit. And I've not busted the Gentleman out in years and years. Finn was actually gonna she was gonna like bedazzle me like a gold chain on the Gentleman here.
Yeah, so yeah, your bling.
Yeah.
So your bling.
The Gentleman. So cheers.
Cheers.
100%. Yeah, we got big stuff for Day of the Week. You brought some stuff for So to Speak as well. Some Chip Chat, although we've already done it. We kind of dug into that a little bit. That could be an OBS if that's still, still alive.
Yeah.
Or do we murder it?
There's still some shit left.
Okay,
Yeah,
we can OBS that.
We can OBS
we can
that.
parlay that into the actual.
And we still got that if that's all we got.
Yeah, sure.
Then we
you
got
can do
that.
whatever you want up there. It's your world, brother. I'm just living in it.
What? No, this is the bananas
Dude,
universe and stuff, man.
New mouse for the show. Little wireless action. Boom.
All the lights. That looks fancy.
Yeah, I'm
bet
loving it.
I bet it eats a lot of cheese.
It sure does. It sure does. I didn't actually. We like to have a lot of fun here. I mean, we like to have a lot of fun.
That's what it's about.
Like to make a lot of jokes. I do a lot of goofs. I do some goofs and some spoofs, but mostly jokes and goofs. And not really. I didn't really have anything for the joke this week. Kind of came up empty. Every now and then you come up empty. But I thought I'd give everybody a rare treat, and especially for the folks that jump in on the program right when it starts, because, you know, we start slow. We pick up a little minutia. We're growers, not showers necessarily.
Right.
So we pick up a little minutia as the show goes on, and people get tired of the other streams that are on, which happens. Nothing wrong with that.
Gets to chugging along.
Yeah. So, just to show you guys, I have been compiling material. This is like stand-up material, like no bullshit, for like, I don't know, 15 years. Just a lot of it's just like premises and shit like that. So I thought I've said a couple of these the other night as we were going off the air, but I thought I would revisit a couple of these, and maybe give you. I'll leave you with something that's a little special. Some of these are pretty intricately written. Other ones are things like trying to remind myself of what the bit is. Like Tony can only play Tony.
Tony can.
Here's one that just says Rolaids commercial. I don't know what bit I wrote around that. Here's one that says Billy Joel is a tough guy, ? I know what that is. Mr. Leather Jacket, but his music sounds like, ooh. We talked about that before. Oh, whoa, that one. I just found one I didn't remember. That's dark as fuck.
Yeah, that's the one we need to do, man.
Okay, I'm gonna give you. Here's one that says free showtime ? But
the darkest hour.
if I rip the Ziploc part of the cheese off one more time, somebody has to die. Soft packs are the Down syndrome of tobacco products. Talking about, I think this was about getting married or whatever. It's like breast cancer is my only hope now. With only 4 chicken fingers in a pack, fat people should call them chicken middle fingers. I subscribe to the Dollar Shave Club just so I have a weekly reminder that there's always a way out if all else fails.
That's dark.
Oh, it gets darker. Here's a longer form bit. You want to hear this one?
Yes.
All right, buckle in. Buckle in. What's up, DJ Trish? Local news is the worst community theater performance you will ever see. If it was a play or a movie, you would have walked out halfway through, yet you come back and watch every day expecting something thoughtful and informative. Their unscripted banter insults the intellect of a 4-year-old. My Sesame Street play in kindergarten had more sensibility. I was the star, by the way. That's a true story. The best is when grown-ass adults come up to me and say, is so-and-so nice in real life? It's like me asking my mom, where does Bugs Bunny live when the cartoon is over. Okay. Do you ever rehearse Chinese food delivery orders until it sounds natural? I actually do that. I rehearse them out loud and then I call. Hey NASA, get your dick out of Mars and figure out how I can download French fries. I love adoption. I mean, who wants to cut their own fucking lawn, right? I don't do rape jokes. My sister was raped. It's okay though. I was acquitted, but I still don't like to talk about it. That's the one I just found. Hold on, I'll do one more. I'll do one more. That's a little, it's longer. It's not that longer. God, some of these are long. I'm going some fucking tirades about some shit.
Yeah, you gotta prep them. Take them on a journey.
Where's the one? Oh no, wait. I'll just stay home. That's what I'm talking about. I'll lead in from something else. I'm talking. I'll just stay at home and watch TV with all the great choices nowadays. So much reality TV, so little time to murder all the Kardashians. There are shows about logging, folks. Watching cousin fuckers cut down trees has become a viable TV show option. I can't wait for Turders, a show about shapes and sizes of shit. I would watch the fuck out of that. Who am I kidding? I would masturbate to that. But for now, I'll stick to toddlers and tiaras. Just kidding. Those chicks are way too old for me. Jesus fucking Christ!
No, you weren't supposed to hit that until I was done laughing, man. I can't let anybody know I was laughing at that.
Oh man, that's at least that's got to be 12 or 13 years old. I'd not read any of that until like last week, and I started popping through that. I'm like, some of them are like this long. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. Anyway. Again, thanks for hanging out with us here on Grown Man Record Night. Been a lot of fun spinning some records and hanging out tonight. Lots of cool shit to talk about tonight. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time.
Hold on to your hat.
Yeah, sure.
Shit, mine already got knocked off.
You can bring no hat. I ain't got no boy. Ain't got no boy. What did I want to say about stuff? Last week's joke. Yeah, so I talked about it a little bit earlier. So the most expensive record I've ever bought, I picked up last week on Saturday. Last week on the show, if you guys missed it, Carl the Envelope came up for the show, as did Cameraman. And on Saturday, me and Carl went to his favorite cheesesteak spot in Greensboro, which is 20 minutes away or whatever. And we went over to my pal Harley's place, a new physical spot for Harley. And I wasn't even really like, I'm not really in the market for picking up a whole bunch of records or spending a bunch of money. I'm having a bunch of work done to my house. So my money's pretty much spoken for the next little while. Honestly, I mean, I could still afford it, but like the responsible man about me is like, don't be spending a bunch of horse shit when you're fucking doing a bunch of shit. But whatever.
How come the cameraman didn't go?
He was visiting his parents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So we went over there to Harley's place, Soul Relief Records in Greensboro, North Carolina. Check it out if you're ever in the fucking neck of the wave here. Harley's he's a fucking top-notch dude. Top-notch dude. I say this guy, we had some connections. He knows some of the 5L's cats, and like we met at a record show, and it's been a little while, embarrassingly, a longer amount of time than I wanted to admit since I'd been into his store. And dude, I was 3 feet into the door, and he was yelling my name. Like, he remembered me like that, like right off the bat.
Oh yeah, great.
Nothing makes you feel better in a record store than when the guys that like run it remember you like right off the rip and shit, and like want to talk about shit. That's the best. That's one of my favorite like record store like experiences, and like knowing the guys that work there or run it or own it or whatever the fuck, and then they remember you when you can't come back, and especially when you don't even come back like every week or whatever. What up, Thumpfinger?
You're the superstar.
I've got delusions of grandeur.
I don't want to tell him that like you missed his whole other location that he was at for a little while.
I did. I missed one of them. How long was he there at that one?
I don't know, because I only went there a couple times.
Yeah.
Maybe a year and a half. But anyway.
Yeah. Cheese Carl? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it was a good time. So that's coming up in Day of the Week. So we did that when Carl was up here, and really looking forward to showcasing that. Did want to mention we did our 3rd edition of Scaretoberoween on Wednesday night. We watched Boarding House, the first shot on video movie to be blown up and shown in the theater. It was no LA AIDS jabber, but it was up there. It was a nice little flick. So be sure to check us out on Wednesdays over on Twitch. And if you're not following us on Twitch, what the fuck's wrong with you? Get a grip, will you? Get a grip. Come over to Twitch and follow us over there. Live several nights a week. 4 or 5.
Got a little Twitch, yeah.
4 or 5. I got a Twitch. I may have MS. There's a possibility I have MS. I've been looking up symptoms. I've been dropping my toothbrush in the sink a lot. Also, I twitch uncontrollably.
That's from streaming on Twitch. You get the
It's possible.
Twitch.
It's either that or I may have MS. It's one or the other. But it's okay. Whatever. I don't care. Nate with the Submarino. That's 25 months for Nate Bouchard coming in. He's prime-timed out of his fucking mind, Zonk.
Pickle up.
And you get that fucking yodeling pickle. Boom.
The pickle.
Appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much, Nate.
Right on, Nate.
Hell yeah. Wow, that's scrolled way the fuck down here. Am I stupid? I'm kind of stupid. Did you hear this shit about Jakey Lee getting shot?
Yeah, man. Like, it's like a drive-by or something.
He was out like walking his dog like early in the morning or some shit in Vegas and caught a bunch of fucking rounds and shit.
I mean, Vegas could definitely be some crackheads.
He's currently in the hospital, and everybody said he's expected to make a full recovery and all that shit, but he got fucking popped. What up, Shane?
Yo, Shane.
I mean, I'm not a big Jakey Lee fan, but I don't know. I think Jay's more of a fan than I am of Jakey Lee.
I mean, it's okay. I'm not going to say anything bad against them. I mean, I like those Aussie records. I like Badlands.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not something I'll fucking jizz over, but it's, sure.
I don't even know the fucking Red Dragon. What's the Red Dragon Cartel?
Red Dragon Cartel? Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much all I have for news. There was no news this week.
No news.
You know news?
No news is good news.
Gary Gnews?
I don't know why I fucking that always when you say something about that fucking
Gary
bullshit,
Gnews.
bullshit enters my. Yeah, whoa! It's weird that you're popping that record up there.
This one here?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but anyway.
This apparently came out today. We're talking about some stuff that came out today. And I've never heard this record before at all. Albert King and Stevie Ray Vaughan, In Sessions, the name of the record. It's on Kraft Recordings. This is released to celebrate Albert King's centennial. His 1999 live album, In Session with Stevie Ray Vaughan, is now available in its entirety for the first fucking time, man. Recorded live for television in Ontario, Canada in '83. It's the only known recording of them two playing together. And that just said there's a 3 LP.
Oh, I was okay. The entirety. Yeah, I was gonna say is it 2 LPs?
It's the whole fucking shebang, man. It's the whole fucking shebang.
You know I love some Stevie Ray.
Yeah, I like him, but I'm not. Jay is way bigger of a fan of Stevie Ray than I mean, he's great. He's a great guitar player. You can't fucking knock that at all. But the Great Space Coaster. Here we are. Sorry.
Hey, Wizard of Video Games.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I've never heard this. I've never heard a lick of this. Why'd you say it's funny that you've
Well, I have that. I've got a copy on CD.
Okay.
Not the whole session.
Okay.
And there could be a future dig
Okay.
that has a used reissue of that, but it's not the whole thing.
Okay.
It's just the.
Sure.
I don't even know if it's. I forget if they did like 6 or 8 songs or something like that. It's not many.
Yeah.
So that's cool that they did the whole thing, but they're just.
Now here's
Cash
something.
grabbing.
I know this. I mean, I remember this, but our pal, Mr. High Defamation TV, Mr. Eric Bauer, Raw Power Eric Bauer, sent me a custom version, like 2 cassette dub of this, and it's in a special case that houses 2 cassettes, like top to bottom. So it's a big tall guy of Axiom Funk. Now it's pretty.
Economicon. You want me to go get it so you can show it?
If you want to, it's sitting on the shelf.
Fuck yeah!
It's a 95 joint produced by Bill Laswell, and I fucking love Bill Laswell. But it was originally released as a 2 CD set. Got lots of the Parliament Funkadelic folks in here, and it's essentially a fucking P-Funk album, like all the way around. And like most notably, it's the last recordings of Eddie Hazel before he died. That's the big thing. Yeah, here's the fucking the tape that Eric made for me right there. I mean, that shit, it just absolutely phenomenal. With like a double stack cassette on the back. Yeah, I mean, this shit's just, it's incredible. It's incredible. So yeah. And
Sweet.
I don't think this has not been something you've been able to pick up on vinyl. I don't know if it's been released on vinyl at all.
Right, because it's 90s,
It's like
early to mid 90s.
It's a CD thing,
I've got the
least
CD.
at least original. You have it on CD?
I've got the CD. Yeah.
Nice. Your copy's on order, right on, Thumbfinger. Hell yeah. But yeah, it's so fucking good. It's funky and trippy and just like it ticks all the fucking boxes. All the fucking boxes. It reminds me a lot of that, like, because around the same time, Laswell, along with like Bernie Worrell and like a lot of those the P-Funk guys, and then, you know, of course you got Buckethead and Les Claypool and stuff. They were doing all the Praxis shit from that time period, and it starts kind of leaning into that area, the kind of trippy. And Bill Laswell's a big dub guy, so there's just some real nice sensibility in there for an album. It's really good. It's really good. It covers a lot of bases for that. One hundo.
The funk.
Good stuff. But yeah, look
That's
at
a lot of records.
3 LP of this thing here now. This is a nice little fucking. Phew. That's a nice little something to jump up on. Did want to mention there's a Donald Byrd Royal Flush Blue Note Classic Series. So it's from actual Blue Note. Came out today, and I love the Classic Series because it's so accessible and like affordable, and it sounds fantastic, and they do a really great job with it. And I kind of familiarized myself with this record this week in preparation for the show, and it's a 61 record.
Oh,
and it's right when Byrd just really gets it. That's like hard bop perfection from Byrd right there. Like that's really when he hit his stride when it comes to like the hard bop shit, because he'd been around forever or whatever. But oh my God, it's a really good jazz record. Who else is on here? Pepper Adams, Herbie Hancock, Butch Warren, Billy Higgins is on this. Great record. It's vibey as fuck. I had a good time listening to this, checking it out, previewing it for the show, and yeah, again, you're talking in the 20s for this. I mean, depending on where you live, probably 23 to 27, depending on where you're living. Probably pick this up on the Classic Series reissue. Definitely worth it. What's up, Dave, the pickup artist? How you doing, man? Who farted? I'm saying Zonk Man. He farted.
yeah. Well, that might not be a fart.
The queef. You queefing on me, bro?
Could be something else.
queefing on me, bro? Who be queefing? Who be queefing?
Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah? This one kind of jumped out at me for the cover, and then when I did a little research, I was like, wait a minute, hold that fucking phone. This is a band called Dreamed, or Dream End. And May You Well Die. Apparently it was an older recording. They dug them up. It was originally titled this. They remixed it, whatever. This is on Greyface Records, which I know it's out of Savannah. Ryan Greyface. Steve has talked a lot about Greyface Records. This album actually has Ryan Greyface on the record. This is one of his bands. He plays guitar, bass, and vocals and keys on this. And it's really... It's not a super heavy record. It's really trippy and out there kind of shit.
Okay.
Really enjoyed this. I jammed this today actually when I was fucking hanging out in the edit suite, and it's really good, and you know, kind of more on that spacey kind of vibey kind of tip. Maybe a late night jam. You know, the cover maybe looks a little heavier than that, but it's not. It's not that kind of vibe.
A little mellow.
Yeah, it's really good though. Really good. Check out Dream End. How would you say that? Dream End?
Dream End.
Sure. May You Well Die.
May You Die Well.
May You Die Well. I'm sorry. Oh, we got some biddies coming in. Scally, what's up, baby? Thank you for the biddies, man. Bits and more bits. Thank you, man.
Tids and bits.
Good to see you, man. My girlfriend brought me a new the new Suicidal Tendencies distortion pedal. It's badass. No way, Thumpfinger. I've not seen that. I have to check that out. Holy shit. That sounds awesome. I didn't know that was a thing. Here's a little bit, I'll tell you, this is a little bit of a fucking wild card. This is a little bit of a fucking wild card right here.
Joker's wild.
A band called High Viz, and the name of the album is Guided Tour. This is it's a London band. They've been around since like 2016. They consider it progressive hardcore with shades of post-punk, Britpop, and neo-psychedelia, and it really is just that. It's got some of the stuff is a little lower key kind of stuff. And then you also have some really driving kind of punk kind of sounding stuff without getting too crazy. It's not too crazy. I think this is I'm thinking like Scotty Strychnine, Shane. I think both of those cats would probably really dig this record. Really good stuff. I never heard of these guys before and checked it out today. I guess they put out a couple of things. But pretty damn good, man. It's worth checking out. Give it a little Bandcampy and see what's up. Good stuff. Here's another one.
Whoa.
I was excited for this. We previewed this a long time ago. Brand new record from MC5. I mean, this is fucking crazy. This is the first time they put something out in, like, I don't know, it's an enormous amount of time. 53 years since their last album. 53 years. That is insane. And this is after, you know, Wayne Kramer died, Dennis Machine Gun Thompson, both of those cats passed away, like, since they recorded all this stuff. And it's got a bunch of, like, guest stars and stuff on this. Slash, Tom Morello, William Duvall from Alice in Chains, Vernon Reid, love Vernon Reid.
Living Color.
And I heard the title track, which I think has Tom Morello on it. All right, truth-ish time. I think this is so badass that they did this, and it's just awesome. Especially these guys are gone now and all this stuff. It's not. I don't know. It didn't like blow me away. But that being said, it's 53 years since the last record. I mean, what was I expecting? Honestly, these guys are literally on their deathbed, and it's a good rock record. But did it blow me away like early MC5 stuff? Was it that? It was so polished It's so polished for an MC5 record that it really turns me off. But
no kick out the jams.
No kick out the jams. No, not at all. But I'm so glad that it happened, and like, you know, these guys got to go out on like making a new record, and like they made a new record and then kicked the bucket. Sure, we should all be so fucking lucky. You know what I mean? Especially if you're a musician. If you can go out like leaving something like fresh behind, like boom, David Bowie, another prime example,
right.
Fucking Black Star, like it's the same kind of shit. And I mean, I didn't really like, I just didn't really, it didn't blow me away like and I hoped it would. I really hoped it was just like, oh my God, what the fuck? But it's great. It's great. What's up, Skinny Artist? I'm going to make a record after you kick the bucket? Holy shit.
That's going to be awesome.
That's crazy business.
Yeah, man. There's got to be some wizardry involved in
Absolutely. This, honestly, this is one of those where the cover really grabbed me. Then I saw the label. This is on Svart. And I remember Metal Theologian telling me, like, dude, anything on Svart, like, check it out. A lot of black metal stuff on there,
Yeah.
but also, like, that's also where Reverend Bazaar releases a lot of their stuff on Svart and stuff like that. This is a record from a band called Obnoxious Youth. And first seeing Obnoxious Youth, you would think like 80s punk band that I've never heard of or something like that. That's what Obnoxious Youth sounds like to me. This is an album called Burning Savage. It's a Swedish, and I guess there's some Finnish dudes in there too. It's like speed metal, thrash metal. The vocals are kind of, as the kids say, a little bit blackened. I thought, and the vocals are a little thrashy, blackened kind of stuff. I thought the riffs really sounded like Nawabum kind of stuff.
Huh.
In my opinion, really nice sounding riffs that were there were some harmonies and stuff in there, but then the vocals were aggressive, but like sounded like 80s aggressive. I guess you could say. I don't know, but
Right.
But it doesn't sound like a brand new band that came out. These guys, I think they were born in like in the 2000s. You know what I mean? So like, it doesn't sound like a record from a band that was born in the fucking 2000s. You know what I mean? So it's definitely worth checking out, man. Made in the USA by MC5 is pretty polished too. Yeah. I mean, and I like some of the like soundtrack stuff that Wayne Kramer did, and I think he was doing some really cool shit. I just think this one, like, honestly, like in a perfect wet dream scenario of like how that went down, I would love to have, the MC5 got back together and they've released an album of like 4-track recordings that they did in a fucking basement. How badass would that have been?
Right.
Just some dudes in a garage or a basement with a 4-track, and we recorded some new songs. To me, that would have left an even bigger legacy than recording some super polished things with a bunch of guest stars. That's just me. But again, it's not a bad record. There's nothing bad about it. And everything I heard was tasteful and but it just seemed a little bit down the middle and
Yeah.
for me. But But yeah, check out Obnoxious Youth if you like any like the 80s metal sounding kind of stuff. Even though it's a more modern band, if you like that kind of vibe, check out Obnoxious Youth on Svart. This is the new one, came out today, Burning Savage. And then finally, Stoner,
another one.
This one here, I didn't know this was coming out, man. It's called Hitting the Bitchin' Switch. It is on Heavy Psych Sounds. This is a live record.
Okay.
This is a live record that just dropped today. I guess it just dropped today. But it's got all the band's like hits that they've been rocking out. Plus, it's got 2 Caius covers on it that are really good. I did check that out. I think it got recorded in 2022.
Huh.
Yeah, so it's some good stuff. I checked out quite a bit of this today, and it was pretty good, man. I'm not a live record guy necessarily,
Right.
but or at least I don't go for them right off the rip. I've been turned on by certain live albums over the years, but It's not something I normally you go out and seek out the live records and stuff like that. But this was pretty fucking good, man. Especially if you like stoner, it's great. For the Caius covers, I mean, it's kind of worth it right there. 100%, dude. I've got to take a piss.
Okay.
So you have to tell everybody a story.
I've got to tell everybody a story.
Yep.
So, like, when you're, like, you know, heading out on the highway and you're, like, going on a road trip and, you know, it's, like, maybe, like, in the dark of night, you know, so this might be from an experience recently, my trip to Iowa. So we're going down, you know, it's late at night and it's dark and there's like not a whole lot of people out on the road and you know, kind of going across one of those boring states like Illinois or Indiana, where there's a lot of flat, straight highway, and the speeds are like, you know, maybe could like get away from you a little bit, you know. Then the next thing you know, you're like gaining time, you know, because when you're like breaking over 95, 100 miles an hour, and the lines on the highway just turn solid. Oh no, wait, that might be more than 180. And then you get there and everybody's surprised you're like 6 hours early, you know. Oh wait, hey, what's going on, Steve? Hey, it's cool that you finally made it. I didn't think you were coming.
Oh shit, I forgot to switch it back. I'm sorry. I'm just sitting on the fucking graphic. I'm sorry.
Oh, it doesn't matter. That was better. That was better for them. Absolutely nothing.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, there's more dead space. We'll do this whole thing where you like.
We should probably start the show over.
Have like you gotta like kick me out. Like sorry, I had to kick the Zonk Man out of the studio. And
he went in this whole fucking this whole Aryan rant. I don't know what the fuck. I didn't think that he was that kind of dude, but
I gotta do like Jay. You hear about that? You want to talk some politics? Yeah.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Let me see. Let me catch up here.
What do we play?
Careful, once you reach 88 miles per hour, the flux capacitor kicks in. Fever in the house. He has his own house. Soaking his vagina in Epsom salts.
See, I didn't realize it today because it was on the graphic, so they didn't see that it was you coming back.
Steve was supposed to be here tonight, but he did send a message and said, I grabbed him.
Oh.
He said he had a bad headache and shit. So I sent him a gift back of some inappropriate shit.
Well, I mean, like, can
How
you
was
just like
Jay?
take some drugs? You know, I mean, just take some drugs.
How was Jay? I don't know, like a deuce and a half.
He's like really on the curb.
Yeah. Yeah, Jay was supposed to be here as well, but I think his kid came over and shit like that, like kind of late, all of a sudden. But yeah, no, this is it. This is what you get tonight.
Right.
This is the total package.
I apologize. You'd probably do better as just like a solo show.
Nope.
And this is like
Nope.
watching the Zonk Man's like watching the period commercial like 100 times
Oh
in
yeah,
a row.
don't tell me that. I'll get bricked up in a fucking minute. I'll be bricked up in fucking 3 seconds. You start talking period video.
But anyway, yeah, I don't know. And hey, this is what it's supposed to be. We're not supposed to be fucking sending you down the river when Steve can't make it and Jay can't make it. The fucking Zonk Man's supposed to be here, you know.
Wizard says he loves to get zonked.
Okay, yeah,
Sure.
man.
Sure.
Right on, man.
We should do. Oh, are you not going to do another shot? Are you?
No.
Or you want to do it? No.
No.
I'm gonna do a shot. Anybody gonna do a shot with me?
Oh, you already moved it. Yeah, come on. Let's see some shots up in the chat.
Somebody do something.
We
Somebody.
got some nebulous prowler. Well, no, we throw some shots out in the chat. What about some? We got Michael Cron there.
Cron ain't nowhere.
No,
He's sniffing some dude's thong.
I don't even know what I'm looking at. It's like, hey, Miss
Prowler.
You.
There's Prowler.
Hey,
Wiz.
Miss You. Is Miss You here?
I didn't see Miss You. She was here Wednesday. She checked out the film with us on Wednesday night.
What
It
is
was
this?
great to see Miss You. You mean?
I don't know what I'm
Great
looking
to
at.
see Miss You.
That's the real deal. That's some archive shit.
That's from 2 days ago. Yeah. Right.
Oh shit. Yeah, man. Let me take my glasses off and I might see.
I'll make,
Okay.
I'll make the chat a little bigger here.
No. You're good. You're good.
No, because this is a little bit. It's a little bit off kilter a little bit. But yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do the shot. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
Oh shit.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa. We
What
got
up,
a handle.
Scotty?
Scotty, Shane, what's going on?
You flicking that bean?
A mushroom head, man.
Scally with some other biddies coming in. What you doing, son?
Uh-oh,
What
shit.
you doing, son? Yo, when's the last time you guys? I've moved away from the gentleman.
Oh,
I went a little bit rogue tonight because I got I love those Heineken Silvers. It's a great low carb beer. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna run out before the Sunday show ends. I should pick up some backup beers now instead of having to run out on Sunday and pick up some backup beers. I picked up some backup beers because I found out I was like, this is a 15 pack for $8.99, and I'm like, okay, sure, bet. Now the one caveat, the reason it's 15 beers for $8.99, it is the Beast.
Beast Light.
It's Beast Light. Sure. When's the last time you guys had a Beast Light?
Just a little bit ago.
That's what I mean. You know, stuff's got bad. I mean, you know, we've dropped off, man. I've gone to Beast Light at this point. We've dropped off.
That's what it's like a liquid high, man. That's what did me in.
Sure. All right, let's get into a little bit of what we played.
What did we play?
Obviously, starting with a jazz record, and this is one of my favorite pickups of the last several years. Honestly, on the jazz tip, Calvin Keys, "Proceed with Caution," a phenomenal, little bit free jazzy, not really that free jazzy, guitar jazz joint off of the Black Jazz. This is a Black Jazz reissue.
Oh.
Actually got turned onto this by the Waxed, so appreciate that. I picked up a couple of, I remember the other one I picked up, but this is a must-have. I paid $11.99 brand new. It was a sale, but you can pick this up for not a whole bunch of money. And let me just tell you, if you like guitar jazz shit at all, and I don't mean like low key, like
Smooth
go to
jazz.
sleep
Yeah.
kind of shit. It's like it's a real fucking fantastic jazz record, 100%. The Beast with the two backs. Oof. You picked that up, Shane? Yeah, it's a great record, fantastic record.
Colt 45.
It's been many years, but I like where this is going. I like that. That could be quote of the night. That's quote of the night. I'm just going to go ahead and say, Scotty, that's quote of the night. Gotta be. It's gotta be.
Scotty. You alright?
What does cellulitis look like?
I don't know, man. It's like if, like, your perception was just
What up, Carol?
like white noise.
Carol's in here.
Hey, Carol, what's going on?
Carol the envelope.
Oh, it's Carlos. Yo, Carlos. What's in the envelope?
Second record we played, I picked this up not too long ago. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. This is a flying microtonal banana. Oh! Carl the Envelope.
He gets picked by the
What's that? A
pickler.
hype train just started in my channel? What? We got a hype train? Carl resubscribed with Prime. He's prime timed out of his fucking mind right now. It's on 35 fucking months.
Holy shit, man.
You get that fucking yodeling pickle. Sure.
I can't even see back that far into the future.
And if you've got a free Amazon Prime subscription, link it to your Twitch account, give it to us. Don't cost you nothing. Help support the program. If you like the stream, support the stream, folks. And that can happen.
Support.
That can happen with an Amazon Prime subscription. It can happen with a fucking little click of the little like button. Sure.
Yeah.
It can. You click the subscribe button on YouTube. Sure. All of that supports the channel. Don't cost you nothing. I ain't asking for no money. Just use what the good Lord gave you. Yeah, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, flying microtonal banana. They played on those microtonal guitars, which are fucking insane. I would love to try to play one of those, but it'd probably look like fucking Chris Burt. I was trying to make a Corky Thatcher joke there, but anyway. Cellulitis is swollen, red hot to the touch. On an x-ray, looks like bubbles in the soft tissue. Uh-oh.
Somebody's getting a little scientific, man.
All I can say is uh-oh to that.
They're like in the medical, like something
tough.
or other.
That's tough. I don't necessarily want to hear that. I like my hair to do a little something different. I like a little more volume or something.
You need some Vidal Sassoon.
I have a little pomade. I use a little pomade. Oh yeah, we not pulled this out in a while, man. The little Parliament.
Yeah.
Glory Hall Stupid. Or pin that tail on the funky. Now, this may be in the first Parliament I picked up back in the day, man. Fantastic stuff. You gotta love the fucking donkey or horse or whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, fantastic business. And I don't think we've played this in probably a year or two.
On Casablanca Records.
Holy shit, Thumpfinger says, I'm an x-ray tech and instructor at college. Holy shit. He knows his shit, Zon.
Uh-oh.
He knows his shit.
Oh, we're gonna X-ray.
I've got a couple. I'm gonna DM you a couple of shots of some erroneous moles on my body, and you have to diagnose it for me. That's gonna be a different stream. Boise Audio has some great music scene. Is that right? Cool venues. That's awesome. I mean, when you're out in a place like that, you would think, like, if you were a kid. Some of the best music comes from places like that where there's nothing else to do other than get fucked up, and make music, and fuck. And it's like that's it. And unless you're a nerd, then you sit in your room and read or whatever. But like other than that, you're making music and
the creative juices are flowing.
Yeah, sure. Thelonious moles. You gotta love that. 100%. Let me crack this fucking beast open. What are we doing?
Crack the beast.
Oh, that sound. If I could just find some Olympia now. You remember Olympia beer? My buddy in college loved Olympia. Warm. Kept it under his fucking bed. He'd wake up and drink it. Shouts to Mike Horney.
Ouch.
Oh, yeah. Right down that sideline. Woo! There's nothing wrong with that. People shit on the beast. There's nothing wrong with that. If you wouldn't buy a 15 of this for $8.99, but you go spend like $13 on like a Bud Light or a Coors Light, yeah, I don't know what we got to talk about.
Yeah, it's the same stuff.
Reginald Denny.
How do you feel that Aaron Griffin is making another kid with his wife while watching Grown Man Record? What the fuck is happening there?
Well, I didn't think Aaron Griffin was back from Montana.
What's up, Adrian? The OC Surf Mama's up in this mug.
OG Surf Mama.
Good
Surf
to see you,
Mama.
man. Good Lord. Is he doing some fucking over there? Please. I had this stuck in my craw this week. I wanted to hear some Death, Leprosy this week. And it's funny because last time I talked to Steve, he came up into my office and said, yo, the local record shop at Underdog said somebody dumped a bunch of fucking Death records, like used, and they're like not like crazy prices or whatever. Given I'd just spent the most money on any one single record, I'm like, I'm all right. I'm all right now. Yeah. Let's hold off on that. But I already had this stuck in my craw, so it reinforced me like, yo, pull this out, play it on Friday night, which is what I did. Leprosy. It's not my favorite Death. Jay's got my favorite Death, Symbolic, which has my favorite Death song on it. I think Sean said he has it as well. Zero Tolerance is my favorite Death song, and it's on Symbolic. I think that really sways me. Does that ever happen to you? Like, you may not think like, okay, prime example, Led Zeppelin. I think probably my favorite Led Zeppelin song is Achilles' Last Stand, which is on Presence. So that leads me to say, like, Presence is my favorite Led Zeppelin album.
Not necessarily.
But it's not.
Yeah.
But it's not. It contains my favorite song, but there's other albums as a whole that are better.
Right.
So maybe I'm falling into that with Death, where it's got my favorite song on Symbolic, and I say it's my favorite record because it has my favorite song, but maybe it's not my favorite record. This is all just churning in my brain as I'm saying this. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
What's up, Beat Stylist?
As a whole.
As a
So
whole.
you haven't taken the time to digest as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, you know, there's better, like, it's probably a better overall record than Symbolic. Maybe. But, Spiritual Healing, that's another one. Like that one and Leprosy, those may be better than Symbolic in general, but it's got Zero Tolerance, which is such a great song. I'll flip this desk over. I don't care. I'm done caring.
Tonight or tomorrow?
Sure. You mentioned pulling this out, and I had it in the collection. No, Scally with another 100 biddies. Holy Lord. Bouncing it right off that fucking dome piece.
Scally ho.
Whew. Whew. Been a while since I pulled out a little Blackfoot Strike. You mentioned this. What made this stick out in your craw that you wanted to hear this tonight?
I listened to the cassette earlier before coming over.
Whoa. Okay, a little pre-show cassette action. Nice.
So
Nice.
I said that might be good.
Leprosy is your favorite. Go to that record more? Yeah, I can definitely see that. But yeah, I mentioned this before when we were listening to this record. Steve is a big fan of this record, actually. I think he grew up listening to this. You would call this, I mean, Southern hard rock, Southern blues,
rock.
hard rock, whatever.
Yeah. You could throw it in at that Marshall Tucker, Molly Hatchet.
I mean, yeah, Molly Hatchet, Leonard Skinner. I think it's got a little more pizzazz to it. Whoa! Got a little Gracie. Oh, is it Gracie Man? Subscribed on YouTube. Appreciate that. I'll give that a fucking pickle. I'll give that a fucking pickle. A little YouTube sub. I'll give that a pickle. Thank you very much. I hope I didn't fuck the name up. I just saw it very briefly, and I don't have that information in front of me. I should.
It whizzes by.
The Who meets the Cult. Yeah, dude, when you said that,
Yeah.
that song, when you said that, that is spot on the fucking money. Now they get into some of that, the harmonica, bluesier, southern rock kind of stuff for sure. But when you typed that, I immediately was like, "What? That's fucking twisted." And I looked, and then when I was listening, I was like, "That's pretty accurate for
Right,
that
that's
song
where it
that was
was at.
playing."
Yeah.
Was spot the fuck on, 100%. 100%. But yeah, not pulled that out in a long time. And I was saying, like, bands like that, Molly Hatchet, I get pissed off that when I was a kid, when I was younger, because I see Black Strike, it's got a fucking cobra on the front and shit. It's going to be heavy as fuck. And it's not. It's
Right.
a Southern rock record. And I don't know. Stuff that kind of makes me think it's going to be heavier always piss me off when I put it on and it's not. That's why I hated Kiss for so long. You got all this makeup on, you're flicking your tongue at motherfuckers, and then you're playing like Chuck Berry riffs, which I love. It's my favorite. It's my favorite artist of all time, Chuck Berry. But you're it's like, wait, I thought you were going to be like eating children and growling and shit on stage. I don't know. I understand now. I came around, much like I came around. This is what we call a segue in the business. Much like I came around to this band, who I fucking hated for the longest time, and now I can't understand. I can't even process why I didn't like this band. Like, it makes no sense that I was not a Ramones fan from day one. Something about the Ramones when I was younger, I just didn't like.
Because they're from New York.
I think it's because like everybody said that. Oh man, the Ramones. Oh my god, dude. Oh, dude. And that automatically turns me off. This is a Road to Ruin reissue. Came out a few years ago. I picked up used, and I fucking love this shit. I love it, and I don't understand how I could have been so nearsighted with the Ramones. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I just couldn't, for whatever reason. And it's dumb. I'm not saying it's not dumb. It was dumb. But I like it now. Since I've gotten like back into punk and collecting punk. And some of my favorite, like, I'll call them punk influencers that I listen to, like Scotty Stricknon here in the chat. Got Thump Finger, fucking like Ryan Kidd, Vinyl Richie, like a lot of these guys. Like and punks can be very snobbish with things that they like or don't like or whatever. The Ramones are kind of a standard, like, it's a standard across the board. And I think that's what made me, like a couple of years ago, kind of go back, and I was on a road trip or some shit, and I'm like, all right, man, everybody that you like and respect and have similar musical tastes with and stuff, they're all big Ramones guys. And you shit on them, and there's something wrong here. There's a disconnect. So we're going to sit down and listen to a couple of Ramones records while we're driving, and we're going to figure it the fuck out. And I think in that time, it's when I was like, what's wrong with you? Like, what was the disconnect before? I don't know.
I think I do know what the disconnect was.
What is?
Because there was actually a fifth Ramone. Like the fifth Beatle?
Was it Mocky?
No, his name was Bob Seger Ramone.
Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Their songs all sound the same until you really listen to them. I mean, yeah. But, I mean, you can say that about a lot of... Jay gives me shit about Chuck Berry. He's like, oh, Chuck Berry plays like the same riff on every song.
Right.
Nate says he was the only guy in his high school that listened to Ramones. Probably similar to your... What's up, Abacus? Probably similar to your gripe with Kiss. They're basically Beach Boy riffs and leather jackets.
Damn.
I mean, yeah. Kinda. But it works. And for whatever reason, it just, it took me till I was, in my 40s. And it clicked. And I was like, okay, sure. Of course.
At least you can enjoy it now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can, there was a time in my life where if I'd made this big fucking Achilles last stand, no pun intended, actually pun intended, and been like, I don't like the fucking Ramones, fuck the Ramones. And then like down the line by myself, I realized like, oh man, I actually kind of like the Ramones. There was an older Bananas that would have stuck to that no matter what. And even if I really liked them, I wouldn't have told you I liked them.
Right.
But this is a transparent show here. If I fall down, I'll tell you I fucking fell down. You know what I mean? If I have an ingrown hair, you guys are going to fucking know about it. It's a transparent show.
Transparent.
So, probably the 4 biggest acts I can tell you about that is like Rolling Stones, hated them, love them now. Grateful Dead, hated them, love them now in a different kind of way. Kiss, same kind of thing. I understand Kiss now. Ramones, same thing. And it's funny how like music does that, man. You just have to let it, and you can't be a fucking prick and still say, nah, man, I hate it. Because I said I hated it fucking 12 years ago. Like, nah, fuck it, man. Everybody fucking learns, evolves, does their fucking thing, man. And I'm not doing anybody any fucking favors by doing that. Showing you the fucking evolution. That's what it's all about, man.
Right. The music experience.
Yeah. That's how I was with Mars Volta because everyone was shoving him on my face and I secretly discovered him when I was ready. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, it's yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm like that. Movies, I'm like that even more so. Probably the music, at least equally as so. To where I've never seen Titanic. It took me 5 years to watch Forrest Gump. Because
I love that movie. I mean, you could go your whole life without seeing Titanic, but Forrest Gump, come on.
Yeah, and Steve Fever's in there. He's in the movie.
He's in the movie?
He's in Forrest Gump. It's actually the scene that got cut, but it's on the director's cut.
Oh, okay.
He's one of, in the...
He's in the shoes?
No, when they're at the, the Alabama State Capitol or whatever. The kids are going in. They're finally letting the black kids.
Yeah. For the school.
Yeah, Steve's one of the state troopers in the background. No bullshit.
Oh, okay.
He's really in the movie. Steve's really in Forrest Gump. I'm in the Jimmy V story somewhere as an extra. This is something I picked up. Holy shit. This is 8 Machine, Darker Seas. It's the last record these guys released in 2018 on Ripple Records. My local shop had this for fucking $5.99. I don't know why. I have no idea why.
Because they're awesome.
It's an awesome fucking band. I had a live record of these guys that I'd picked up used before this. Also on Ripple. I don't remember the name. But
live at Freak Valley.
Live at Freak Valley. That's right. And it came with the Noid. There's a Noid commercial, dude. There's a Noid commercial playing.
The Noid did it.
Holy shit, there was a Noid commercial playing behind us.
Oh.
But no, it came with a DVD and shit. It's a much more, when it comes to like stoner rock stuff, it's much more of that 70s hard and heavy worship kind of stuff. Nothing super aggressive or anything. Really like, really good stuff. And I don't know why they had it for so cheap, but God bless them because I'm glad they did. Metal Theologian, what's up, man?
MT, what's going on?
Yes, sir. That's the same. That same score is when I also picked up all those Clouds Taste Satanic records.
Yeah.
Some of them are like $3.99 or $2.99 or $4.99 or some shit. I picked up a couple of Clouds Taste Satanic records, a Very Ape record, and all from like record store that knows what the fuck. Where I'm looking at the guy and be like, what's wrong with these? And he was like, nothing, man. They just put them out. I'm like, somebody came in with like a collection or whatever. And I'm like, okay, but do you guys not want to make any money? Because these are, I mean, that's worth way more than that.
Right.
Of course. Of course. Finally, the last record we played on the program. It was last year, I think it was one of my top two. It was a top two record that I picked up last year for sure. And it's just so happens. And this is not a like gassing your fucking buddy up, sucking your buddy off kind of shit. Spudlock from Bill's Box of Sound. I fucking love this record so much. I listen to it digitally a lot, and we play it on the show a lot too, but it's been a little bit since we pulled it out, and I wanted something to finish off the show here. And man, if you don't own this, you should go. It's on Bandcamp, I believe, or figure it out. Go find it. It's a great record, man. And again, I'm so happy that I love my friend's record this much that I can actually gas it without telling you to go buy some piece of shit. Because it's not. It's actually not. It's actually not. It's such a great record, man. Yeah. Oh, you left the room? Oh, no way. Yeah, it was, I thought about it earlier, because I was, I know what I was doing. I think there's a Grown Man Record Night Spotify playlist, and I've been on the road a bunch, and so I've been playing that, and I think it popped up on that, and that reminded me. I was like, dude, play this on the show Friday, brother. Jerry Springer or Jerry Seinfeld? I'm a Jerry Seinfeld guy.
Seinfeld.
I have I have a poster for the Seinfeld last episode. It's a foam core board that I may or may not have stole from the television station I work at. It's neither here nor there. It literally sits in my living room.
Hey, so man, you know what that's
tough.
You know what that's called? It's called perks, man.
It's repurposing. It's repurposing.
It's called perks.
Or repurposing.
Whoa. Porpoise.
Yeah.
And that is what we played.
Boom. Which means we got to pull up some marbles.
Marbles. Let's get some marbles action.
Holy shit.
Oh shit, I gotta get ready for some marbles.
You listening to Rock Marciano? Like Rocky Marciano? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Rocky Marciano. All the white dudes always talking about Rocky Marciano. He beat Joe Lewis's ass. He did beat Joe Lewis's ass. The statute of limitations has run out.
Whoa.
Look on statute of limitations. This whole statute of limitations. Boom, continue. Boom, we're going race. Do we want to do something different?
Other than a race?
Do we want to do a Royale?
What's that? Yeah, do it. Do it.
I'm going to do... This is going to be a battle royale.
So we're going to go until one person's left.
There's only going to be one person. There can only be one. Holy shit. This is the first time we've ever done this. It's a Grown Man Record Night, first time exclusive. We're doing a battle royale. That's the wrong video. That's the wrong video.
That's the Circus Royale.
That's the wrong video. Jerry!
Seinfeld or Springer? What do we do?
The Grateful Dead singer is there with you? Are you Uncle Jerry? I think somebody's calling you Uncle Jerry.
Jerry? No, I think it was because you were yelling Jerry.
No,
They thought
no,
you
you're
were
Jerry Garcia.
Jerry Garcia.
Yeah, the Grateful Dead singer is there with you.
Okay.
What up,
Thank
Block
you.
Monkey? All right, look. I guess we've never done this before, so I don't. This may be a fucking clusterfuck. This could be an actual clusterfuck. So exclamation point play in the chat, please type it out. Don't be a fucking pussy. Come on and join the team. Come on in for the big win. This is going to be a battle royale.
Battle Royale. May the best man win.
Or woman.
Gentle.
We have some.
Oh, skinny artists. We got skinny artists here still.
We got OC Surf Mama. We got
OC Surf Mama.
We attract the females on this program. I mean, it is what it is. I have what you call pheromones. You know what pheromones
Yes.
are? Yeah.
They attract the opposite
Mine's
sex.
I got them Dracar Noir pheromones.
Sometimes
That shit'll take you right down that sideline.
that's why Tink comes in here, right?
Yeah, it's the pheromones.
Yeah, well, I'm just a sexist bastard.
Ooh la la. Sure.
This- yeah,
it's
I'm
the
kinda
it's the
excited
first
about
time.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great.
I don't know how we're gonna follow it. Like if like two people are going at it, like
I
two
don't know.
people are going at it somewhere else.
I don't know, dude.
Do we miss that?
Bitches love that Dracar. Sure, that's quote of the night.
What kind of car?
Dracar
Oh,
Noir, the car of the night. It's the car of the night. Is that what that stands? Is that what?
I don't know.
Is
What
that
are you
how it
doing here?
translates?
you're doing your Johnny Depp.
Is that how that translates? The car of the night? Holy shit. We got 14. Anybody else want to get in there? Actually, what's your favorite cologne of all time?
Man, I don't know. Musk. I mean,
Jovan Musk? That was what my dad wore.
I mean, I don't
Reginald Denny.
I don't know cologne.
I think that's a loaded question because like overall, like honestly, I have to say, Old Spice. I fucking love Old Spice.
I thought that was just aftershave lotion.
It is an aftershave. My dad rocked Jovan Musk, which I smell that immediately makes me think about Dad. But for me, I'm a Ralph Lauren Safari guy. I like Polo, Ralph Lauren's Polo, but Ralph Lauren Safari, oh, that's my smell. That's my smell.
That's right. I guess Polo was like big in the '80s or something. Huh?
Yeah, Safari. It's similar. It's a very strong smell, so you gotta be liberal with it. If you do a couple of squirts on that, yeah.
It stinks.
As my dad would say, you got any left? I remember going to a party in high school and I'm walking out. My dad's like, "Damn boy, you got any left?" Because teenagers can't fucking help squirting fucking cologne. All right, let's do this shit. We got 14 people playing. I don't know what it is, but we're starting it. Here we go.
Battle Royale.
I don't know what's about to happen. I have no idea what's about to happen. This could be gnarly. All right, boom.
Whoa! There's a whole lot of aggression going on there.
People are hitting.
Oh, Nebulous Prowler and Nesvet. What's going on there? Nesvet and Grown Men Record Night.
I don't know how to zoom in on this stuff because there's no like. Everybody's just beating the fuck out of one another. Oh, skinny artist eliminated OC Surf Mama. One chick eliminated the other chick. That's vindictive.
Wow.
That's vindictive. That was purposeful. I don't know. That's a first elimination. Bill's Box of Sound eliminates Scotty Strychnine. Boom. I want to be able to get in on the action though.
Right, yeah, it's just like two balls banging against each other, or is there actually something going on?
Shane eliminated Metal Theologian. Wow. After all you guys have been through. I don't like a dynamic camera. I can see this shit.
Oh, whoa, what was that?
Somebody called in some fucking airstrikes and shit.
Whoa, there's some serious blasting going on over there.
I see that, like the numbers indicate, those are damage numbers. Top 10 situation, that's a Doc reference. It's a top 10 situation.
Does that mean it's over?
No, we got 10 people left. Oh,
Bro.
Scally knocked me off. Come on, Scally. After all we've been through, bro. This is insane.
Oh, sorry, dude.
Oh, no.
Nesvet got rid of the Nebulous Prowler. Nate Bouchard got rid of Bill's Box of Sound.
Okay.
What's Wizard and Abdicabus gonna do? Maybe I'll get Scally back for you.
Come on, get him
You
back.
little scallywag. You scallywag.
Scurvy knave.
Uh-oh, whoa.
Whoa.
It's the Thunderdome.
Whoa.
It looks like some Thunderdome shit right there.
If Tina Turner starts singing, I'm flipping this fucking desk over. I'm taking my shirt off, flipping this desk over. It's on.
Wizard of Video Games got this restream bot. Nesvet did the Wizard of Video Games. Oh, no.
Holy shit, look at this guy. Look at these guys.
What is going on over there, Nesvet and Scallywags?
Boom. 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 Lots of contact. Rubbing is racing. Oh.
Uh-oh. Scally Radio got rid of Nate Bouchard? Maybe?
This is a top 3 situation?
Uh-oh.
Oh, you're off the board.
Yep, Restream Bot got... I thought Restream Bot was gone. How'd they get eliminate Nesvet?
Wow. Well, at least I got beat by the fucking winner. Wow. Scally coming in just fucking slinging dick all over this place.
You know, we were...
He's got a scab on that fucking head. Dragging that cock around. Gotta have a fucking scab on the head as much as he's dragging that cock around. Holy shit. GG's across the board.
GG.
Man.
GG Allen.
Oh, that was the other thing.
What?
No bullshit. No bullshit. So we were in Harley's store, right? This is a good time to get into Dig It Away because this is
okay.
This is actually working for Dig It Away.
Segue.
It's a perfect segue. You said G.G. Allen. So we were in there, and there was this older cat with like a longer white beard. He was real subdued, like wasn't talking or anything like that. And he's like a wife with him and shit. And Harley walked out and said something about one of the guys from Anti-Scene apparently died last week. Am I tripping? Did anybody else hear about a guy from Anti-Scene dying? I mean, Anti-Scene... Fuck. Jesus Christ. God damn it. The dude Jeff from Anti-Scene, he taught Pilmer how to play guitar.
Oh, wow.
Pilmer's super tight with these guys. And that's what they said. Like somebody from Anti-Scene died. I think Pilmer mentioned that. Well, while I was in there, that guy, Harley walked up and they were talking about that. And then Harley walked up and was like, he was like, hey, you see this guy right here? I was like, yeah. And he's like, this guy played with G.G. Allen.
Oh, wow.
I was like, what? So the guy in the record store, apparently this guy had just opened a record store, like maybe down in, I don't want to say Charlotte, but like maybe Charlotte adjacent.
Like a Kannapolis.
Sure. Some town that's like kind of down that way. He had just recently opened something. but I think he's like an old school guy. Played in a bunch of bands, but one of the bands and shit he played with was fucking Gigi Allen. Oh yeah, look at a little Jenga. Malcolm Tent? I don't know. But yeah, that was crazy. I told Carl, I was like, dude, did you just hear that? I was like, what? He's like, no, that this dude over here played with Gigi Allen. He's in the store with us right now.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's wild stuff. That's weird, wild stuff. Bananas met a murder junkie? Sure. That's not my first rodeo.
Sting City. Oh wait, we're not ready for that yet.
Are we staying? I don't have a
We're
sting.
digging.
I don't have a sting. Yeah, so what do you have for dig of the week?
Okay, yeah, what I got for dig of the week?
And tell us where you got them from. And
Let's see it.
God, I gotta pee again already.
What's it? You gotta go pee again? Go ahead.
I'm all right.
Are you sure?
I mean, not really.
You got a bottle back there?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
There's a bunch of crayons on the floor.
Go ahead, relieve yourself.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right, so I went to, this is a Raleigh dig. So I went to Raleigh basically after going to visit the father-in-law in Wilson.
Oh, that's where Cameraman used to live.
Oh, okay. So we're coming back.
Wilson.
We're going to stop in Raleigh. So I said, I really wanted to check out some Sorry State records.
Oh, I've been wanting to go there. Speaking of Michael Pilmer, he's a big Sorry State guy.
Yeah.
They got a little label they do too.
Right, yeah. That's a whole label,
Yeah.
punk label and all that.
Yeah, like punk, hardcore,
Put some shit out.
hardcore, I don't know, whatever, you know.
It's like downtown. It's literally like in the first floor of some hotel or something crazy.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, I'm trying to drive around Raleigh figuring out where to park.
Better than school kids. Fuck those guys.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever been school kids, but isn't that Durham or something?
No, there's one in
That's
Raleigh.
Raleigh, okay.
The last time I was in there, I got so pissed off I walked out without buying anything. Because they had a whipped cream and other delights for $8. And I kept on and on about it to Finn. Finn's like, dude, let's just go. Let's just go. But there was a record in there like psych. It was North Carolina psych bands from the 60s, like a compilation. And they had $25 on it. And I was like, yeah, but you guys have fucking Herb Albert for $8, march around the room. And I made a big deal about it, and she was like, let's just go. So I was not going to give him any of my money. And like years later, I'm like, yeah, you totally should have bought that record.
Right.
I've never seen it again since then.
Right.
I should have totally bought that record. Anyway.
So Sorry State, cool store. Not super big,
Yeah.
but they've got in their punk and metal.
Punk and metal.
Is their
Yeah.
specialty.
Yeah.
They got other shit, but
Yep.
so I just was digging through, and I got to find some stoner stuff.
Oh yeah, Spelljammer.
Spelljammer. Now I probably paid a little bit more for this. This is probably something that Jay got, because that's
I think
Riding
Jay,
Easy.
it's a Riding Easy. I want to say Jay did get this off of
Yeah, for like $10 or $8 or something
no,
like that.
it's one of those you paid $25 and you got 3 records, but you didn't know what you were going to get. That's how he got. Which one? What is this?
This one's volume 2.
He got. I think he went back and got this one, but he got the first Spelljammer. Definitely off of that 3 for $25 thing.
Okay.
But he didn't know what he was getting. Then we put it on. I'm like, oh, it sounds like Sleep. It's got definite Sleep vibes to it. Yeah. Great band. Spelljammer is fucking great.
Oh,
I think did I buy that one for Jay? I think Jay has that one as well.
Yeah, this is a 2015 album.
Yeah. I think I bought it for him because he had the first one, and I was like, hey, do you want the second one? And I ran into it, or I should have just kept it for myself.
Right.
I want to say I got it for him, but if I know somebody's like got something and maybe wants the next one, I don't know. Sometimes I'll reach out. Hell yeah.
And then boom.
Hey, Mikey, you're going to punk rock bowling next year? Man, I should. That sounds awesome. I saw Pilmer's experience with the punk rock bowling. I totally should.
Oh, where's he doing that? In Raleigh?
No, is it in Vegas?
Oh shit.
Was it Vegas or some
I
shit?
don't know.
I should totally do that. That's something I would be, especially if I knew I would be able to meet some fucking homies. Yeah, it's Vegas. I would totally do that to meet some fucking homies. That would be a lot of fun, man. That'd be a lot of fun. Oh yeah, there we go.
So another one.
Boom. That's the one.
Okay.
That's the one Jay got.
Ancient of Days.
Is this the first one?
No, it's
No?
the third.
Oh, I think
It
this
should Spelljammer should be self-titled for the first one.
This may be.
Because then they have a newer
Yeah.
one, Abyssal Trip or whatever. That's the one I had
Is
first.
that a sticker down there?
That is a patch.
A patch. Wow,
That's
cool.
a freaking patch, man.
It came with that?
Yeah.
That's dope as
Used.
fuck. Used.
Yeah.
Used it came with a patch?
Yeah.
That's really
Still
cool,
had
man.
it. Yeah.
See, that's some shit a fucking metal punk shop will do for you that other places are not going to do. That's really cool,
Right.
man. Growman Record Night live in Vegas, man, that would be.
On location.
I'd definitely go if you go. Let's work it out, folks. You guys want to go to fucking punk rock bowling next year? Let's do it. I'll spring for the first 8 ball. Who's got the second one? I can do 12, 13 grams in a. Sorry. What else you got?
Okay, after there, I went, maybe not popular with most folks, but it was a nice,
Oh, sorry.
nice price books.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty. It's almost literally on the campus at NC State.
Yeah.
It's just down that. I forget the damn main drag.
Western Boulevard, Hillsborough Street.
Hillsboro. Yeah, it's on Hillsboro.
I went to NC State.
Yes. You know what? Let's start with the discs. Oh man, I'm just throwing shit around here, man. We'll start because I like digging for CDs in that place.
Yeah, sure.
This is the first one. It's just $1. It's nothing super perp right off the bat, but it's some cool jazz. It's smooth.
It's a controversial title.
Yeah. Hiroshima. Between Black and White.
Okay.
That's like a 99.
Zonkman hates the Japanese. Sure. That's fine. Whatever does your thing, man. I mean, look,
Who put that up there?
we're all a bunch of different. No, I just said that.
Oh, you just said that. Okay. Yeah, I was over there in Okinawa, man. So you know.
Oh yeah. Just like Mr. Miyagi. Did you see his village?
Did not see his
The Air
village
Force fucked it up though. They built a base where Mr. Miyagi's village was, and then there was
after the typhoon.
Then there was Johnny from the fucking high school that went down there.
I don't think he went to Okinawa. That was some other.
Split the ice.
Yeah,
Always wanted to try to split the ice.
it's all in the mind.
Oh yeah. Actually, it's in your core. It's more of a chi thing, or ki. Chi is the Chinese. Ki is the Japanese.
Oh, okay.
For your center. Sure.
Synergy. Let's get back on the CD.
Oh, nice.
So this
Hell
is the
yeah.
first. And if I'm wrong, let me know. This is the first album, Hermano, only a suggestion. I want to say 2003. This is actually a Ripple Music reissue from last year, 2023. So I'm thinking they did like a 20th anniversary type
Very
deal
cool.
on that.
Yeah, that's nice, man.
This thing was.
Nice packaging. I love this packaging.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really dope.
It was sealed for $1.
$1? This is
Yeah.
at
Nice price books.
nice price?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think maybe it doesn't say promo, but it could have been like the store's promo deal or something
Yeah.
like that, maybe.
That's cool, man.
And then I found this. on CD, so I had to just go ahead and get it.
Sure. Whoa. No way. I've never even seen this on.
So yeah, you can slide it out of there. And I was like, I made a big deal. You've got a copy already. It's Earth. Bees made honey in the lion's skull on CD. Dude, and it was only $5. Yeah, go ahead and slide that thing out.
There's a guy on that album, the Human Zoo album that you have that played with Gigi Allen. Dude, I wonder if it's the same guy. Yeah, wow, that's cool. The little slip cover.
Gotta have a disc.
I've never seen the CD. That's kind of weird to hold it, man. To be honest, it feels weird to show this.
Gotta be able to play it in the car.
That's badass. Was it pricey?
No, it was $5.
$5, man.
And I swear, all the
With the little slip cover and everything.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope, man. That's one of those things, you got to use your brain, folks. I know we're all vinyl collectors.
Right.
But if something is $60 and the CD is $5, don't be a fucking hand job. Figure it out. Figure it out.
Yeah, but I just bought the record, and you talk about spending the most.
Well, I'm
you've
just
ever
saying,
spent.
that's, there's times where you're like, all right, dude, don't, use some logic in this. Unless you just hate CDs for whatever reason. But there's certain things that I'm like, all right, I'm good with this.
Right, there's a lot of shit that I'll buy both formats.
Yeah, stuff that I'm just
like that.
over the moon about, but like my prime example of that is Melancholy and Infinite Sadness.
Yeah.
I've got a nice double CD copy. I got one for Christmas and when it came out. And over the years I fucked it up. But then over the past few years I found one at Goodwill. Both CDs in great shape. It's got all the inserts, it's got everything. And I bought it for $1.99 or whatever.
Right.
Oh, but they finally, there was only thing available you could get other than the super expensive original vinyl was bootlegs, which were, probably the CD squeezed on a fucking disc.
Right.
Then they finally released the official, vinyl, right? $70, $80, some places $99.95. I don't know. Eat a dick. How about that? I'm gonna pay $100 for just it's not a collectible
Right, it's just the album.
An old record that's out of print and whatever. It's a brand new reissue record. $70, $80, $90. Eat a dick.
Fuck you, Billy.
I'll play my CD at my funeral. Fuck off. Anyway, sorry.
Now I got one more thing to show, and this is in that whole sleaze metal.
Okay.
Smashed Gladys.
Oh, I don't know this at all.
Now the only reason I know of it is because of the Aaron Methalmeyer. I talked about this a little bit off camera, but yeah, it's just in that kind of.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude.
Sleaze. The sleaze metal type area, and I think this is actually '88.
And we talked about that. There's that time period where it's it was the end of hair metal, and there was some of that harder, rocky, hairy metal kind of stuff. I don't know, Guns N' Roses.
Right.
That era of stuff, and there was the stuff that flew under the radar, but it was right before that grunge broke. That. It seemed like the music industry really didn't know what to do with that stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
they had to market it and get it out there.
We can put Poison on the radio. We can, as a glammy band, a hair band, and we can definitely put Guns N' Roses on the radio, even though those guys were fucking crazy and fucking light shit on fire. But then Nirvana happened, so there was right in between that. It's what do we do with this stuff? And probably a lot of good bands. I've never heard this, but probably bands like this get kind of lost in the wash, or you don't even get. Maybe you don't like them. Maybe you don't fucking like them, but you never even got a chance to fucking hear them to say you don't like them.
Right.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Because we mentioned when you brought over Cycle Sluts from Hell,
Right.
which I love that record. I think it's
No, that's great.
fantastic. But it was just like, even back then, I loved that song on Beavis and Butthead, but I would have never went out and bought that record because it just wasn't in that. It wasn't in favor of anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
I have banana bucks for Zonk to bring back Ministry.
Oh shit. Okay. Scotty.
They need to print some more of those on record. Goddammit!
Push the button. Connect the goddamn dots.
Hell yeah! All right, so
Yeah. Let's see what you got.
I already got to pee really bad, so
You wanna
bad.
pee?
So
Don't pee on your
again,
record.
I'm leading up to the fact that this is the most I've ever spent on an album ever. Ever.
So it was $15.
Okay. All right.
I'm a cheap ass, so I gotta give you. I gotta give you.
I'm a fan of this band. And I've been thinking about them and kind of researching them here recently. I want to get the year on this. Let me put my new readers on.
Look ahead. If you see someone getting in,
I did. It was what I thought it was. So, I'm a fan of this band, and I've never picked up their records. And what I really loved is when I first started collecting records, I would always see these records in the local shops, brand new, sealed for great prices, $13, $14, and I thought it was fantastic. Here's the other thing. I wanted to mention this too. When we went into Soul Relief Records, one of the most refreshing things about Soul Relief Records in Harley's store is there's not a new record in the entire fucking place. So you don't have to sift through Steely Dan and fucking Fleetwood Mac reissues looking for records. The entire store is used records.
Right.
I don't know why. Maybe it's just where my headspace is. I fucking loved that feeling. And it's been a long time since I've felt that. I was like, I don't know what it is. I just really like that feeling. That being said, one of the things I picked up was actually you could call it a new record because it was a used record. It was a sealed record being sold as used.
Oh, okay.
It had never been opened before. I love Slater Kenny. This is No Cities to Love. This one got back together in 2015. You guys know Carrie Brownstein, fucking Portlandia, blah, 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 blah. But I loved their older records were always, I remember the reissues were all, or I don't know if it's reissues or not, they were always fucking $14, $15 back in the day. I bought this for fucking, like the same price. This was like $15, and it was sealed. I popped the seal on this. We listened to it last weekend. Me and Carl and Ryan listened to this, like by ourselves. Listen to this. Fantastic punk record. You call it Riot Girl, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's good stuff. It's just a good fucking record. It's a good rock and roll record. Let's stop fucking. Let's call a spade a spade. It's just a good rock and roll record, and I think they did a good job. It's on Sub Pop.
Oh, okay.
And it was sealed for $15. Boom.
Oh, is it two discs?
Yeah, it's a double
okay.
LP. $15 for a brand new fucking new record. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Not a shot in the fucking world. Okay, moving down the line. Again, we were talking about, like earlier, we're talking about how much what turned me on finally to the Ramones is some of the people that in the VC that were like, that I respect their opinions on punk rock and stuff, and like they still to this day, like Ramones are like their favorite band or like this. So I think I first heard this band from Ryan Kidd, which I say a lot, but I've never seen it in person. I've never seen it in person. I thought it was an OG. It's not an OG. It's a repress from a couple of years ago. But I still pulled the trigger on it because I've never seen it, and I knew I loved it. Slaughter and the Dogs. Do It Dog Style. The first record from Slaughter and the Dogs from 78. I think they were together since like 75. British fucking early fucking punk rock stuff, man. I think these guys supported Sex Pistols back in the day, like on some of those first like seminal shows and stuff. It's really got that just that raw. Some people say oi or fucking, I don't know. It's just a good, like, it's a good rock and roll record. It doesn't sound like, you know, I think a lot of good punk rock records can also just be described as good rock and roll records. There's some punk records it's only fucking, anyway, I'm mumbling here. But it is on the Tang record. Tang.
It's even Tang colored.
Yeah, and this is a repress from a few years ago. I thought it was an OG because I paid a little bit of money for it, but not crazy prices or nothing. But it's on this fucking Tangerine Tang label, and I just had to just jump up on this because I knew I'd looked this up several times before because I hear motherfuckers talk about it, and I knew I loved the record. And, yeah, man, if you've never heard Slaughter and the Dogs from 78, check it out. It's as good as it gets for, like, early, like, British punk rock stuff. It's really fucking good. Hard to find? Yeah, sure, 100%. 100%. Like, I'd never seen that in person before. So, again, that was something great about Harleys. Also something I'd never seen in person. It's even the same color as Tang. God, I love Tang. It's what the astronauts drank. Here's the big deal. Here's the big deal. Here's a record that I've wanted for a long time. I know there's not really been a really proper reissue of this. I know I loved it because I've streamed it a bunch. And I'm flipping through, me and Carl are flipping. I see this and I'm like, Carl. And he was like, whoa. I'm like, and I about put it, actually I did put it back. And then I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, you have to. Does anybody have a guess after my hints from before?
Man, I did earlier, but I already forgot what it was. Wasn't going to be a good one.
I've dropped some hints the other night too. Anyway, I'll tell you.
We'll say Fear's second album. Daggone!
Scotty! Fear More Beer. I have been looking for this for so fucking long. So long. And I would have bought a bootleg in a heartbeat of this. Heartbeat. I never really see them. I don't see the boots. There's not really a proper repress or nothing going on. And I don't know exactly what pressing this is. I mean, but let me just tell you, I'll show you because you can see from this. These guys won't be able to fucking tell it out.
Oh, okay.
But look at this. It looks brand fucking new. I mean, there's a couple of hairlines in the dead wax maybe.
Damn.
I mean,
yeah. Now, what? Even if this was like an early reissue, is this like still going to be in the 80s, right?
Yeah, this is from 1985, and they may have they did maybe a couple of versions from 85.
Okay.
And I don't know past that if they ever reissued this at all.
Did you tell Scotty? How did he get that right?
Well, I did say because the imagery on the front. Let's talk about it. Let's have an open forum. Open forum.
Okay.
So, yeah, and I know, I would love to have this as a T-shirt, but there's a chance you're going to get punched in the face. And by the time you say, no, it's not Nazi, it's a punk rock band. They're actually the last thing, it's too late. You're already punched in the face. So when I got there, I talked about there was an African American couple in the store, and I'd had these stack of records, and I did make sure to put it was like second or third in the stack as I'm walking around like this or whatever, because I'm like, I mean, I didn't want to give the impression oh yeah, strike force, kill our rivals, like a Stoycroft or Screwdriver type vibe, which is not what we're after here. But yeah, just move to Idaho and you'll be okay. Holy shit, that was the clue. Yeah. Is that their best album in your opinion? I mean, I think the first album, which I have, courtesy of Mr. Prowler, it's tough to it's tough for me to not say the first one is the best, but this one's, I think it's just as good, but just so fucking elusive. So full disclosure, I paid $50 for this record. That's the most I've ever paid for a record in my life.
Okay.
Ever. New, used, or otherwise. And yeah, I know some people are going what the fuck?
Right.
I know.
I'm cheap too, but mine's a touch more than that.
I know. There's some people that have paid so much more for a 7-inch probably than this, but I knew I was not going to. I've literally never put hands on this in my life. I've never put my physical hands on this ever. And I'm thinking, if fucking Fleetwood Mac reissues are $40 goddamn dollars, I can spend $50 on this goddamn record for something I've literally been looking for forever. So instead of buying several things that equal that, buy one thing I really, really, really want, which I'm trying to be better about nowadays.
Yeah, it's a great
Ryan Kidd thinks it's their best. I like it a lot, but still lean towards their first. Both solid. Yeah, they're both good. Bargain for that album? Yeah. When I looked it up on Discogs, again, I don't know exactly what press this is, but the cheapest you can find on Discogs is $50 plus 6 shipping, and they're it's VG solid all the way around. He said the only thing, you can see a couple of creases on the cover.
Right.
He's like, that's what the thing is with this one. It's just a couple of creases on the cover. He's like, the record. And I'm like, yeah, it looks brand new. And he told me, and he wouldn't bullshit me, he bought that at Ed McKay's, which is another record store, one that jacks up prices and generally a bunch of fucking hand jobs down the road. He said that was one of the ones up on the wall. And he said, I think that's what they had on it. He's like, I just wanted to buy something cool for the store. That's why he bought it. He bought that to bring it over to his store just to have something cool over there. Even if he knew he wasn't going to make a bunch of money off of it, that's a good record store guy right there. Right. And when I found it, I damn near shit my pants. But yeah, did I second guess spending $50? Sure. I knew it was a pretty good deal, but yeah. But yeah. So glad I have it. So glad I have it. So glad I manned up and just fucking paid the fucking money. As Eric Bauer says, buy once, cry once. Don't because you'll think about that for years later. You remember that time you had that record and you didn't buy it? You'll think about it for fucking years later. Especially if it's something
and it won't matter what the price is.
A couple of years, already, a week later, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
At the time, I'm like, oh, God, $50. Whoa, that's a little bit more than I like to pay for a record album. But a week later, I'm already like, yeah, man, I got the second Fear record. Fucking A. It's already that story.
Right.
Not how much I paid for it, but like, I got it. So yeah, that's fucking terrible. Could have bought a new space heater. Don't need it. Got new windows. The turns out that if you get new windows in your house, it's so insulated so well that you don't even need heat or air conditioning. That's what I'm finding out. Yeah, it's good times. Oh God! Before we go to commercials, you have to tell everybody the story.
Because you gotta pee.
Yeah, I gotta pee, and then we'll do commercials and come back.
I already told them a story.
Well, you gotta do something else.
So I'm gonna stand here while I'm sitting and just stare into the camera and not make a sound. No, so yeah, this is no Steve Fever. You can sit back and talk like, hey, today, last weekend, I sang with Kate, what's her name? And, I just love her voice. And we had the greatest time. And, yeah, I don't know. Not to... Steve's stories are great. Now he's going to think I'm fucking with him about telling the stories. So I only got the Spelljammer record for the patch. Yeah, man, that's like really cool. I just got it for the patch. And I don't even have a battle jacket. And I've never seen Spelljammer live. And so this is kind of like putting me on the spot. Hey, he's back, thank goodness.
God, dog, them beasts be making that bladder bust, boy.
I'm just going to play with this shroom head.
No, don't do that. That's going to get us, that's another whole, all right, we'll be right back. We got a So to Speak ready?
So to speak, yes.
We got a Chip Chat ready?
Chip Chat ready.
Sure. All right, we'll,
punt. Oh, wait, we're not punting. We're getting a touchdown.
Where's this graphic? Why is that graphic there? Oh, let's do a little old school Sean joint. Yeah, boy. We'll be right back with us, So to Speak, and Chip Chat. We need an R2 Steve's montage. How do you keep your beard so beardy, Zonk man? Somebody said. We'll be right back.
Grown Man Record ought to be back in a minute. Stick around.
Trick or treat! Darn, I knew I should have worn a costume. Yo, Bo Peep, what you got in your bag?
Introducing Roy Rogers' Big Chicken Deal. 2 plump and juicy pieces of fried chicken, hot, crisp fries, and a fresh baked biscuit. Roy Rogers' Big Chicken Deal, just $1.99.
Don't you even think about it.
Make Halloween fun and easy. One-stop shopping at Woolworth or Woolco for your Halloween needs. Costumes from $1.83 to $3.99, like $6 Million Man, Bionic Woman, superheroes, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, and a new favorite for girls, Holly Hobby. You can get wrapped candies of every kind, bubblegum, lollipops, fun-sized candy bars. Get this Halloween record, Sounds to Make You Shiver, just $1.89. Make Halloween fun and easy. Make just one stop at Woolworth or Woolco.
Yo, folks, listen up. I want to make sure you understand one thing. Water and electricity don't mix. Now, we had a lot of laughs tonight, but there's nothing funny about electrical appliances in the bathtub. It's very dangerous, and you can get hurt badly. All that under safety tips from the old Alfer. And speaking of tips, that'll be $5.
For bill consolidation, home improvement, refinancing, or any purpose.
We had too many bills piled up. We needed a home equity loan, but we're turned down everywhere.
Glenn saw the ad on TV and called immediately. Mr. Cash quickly paid off all our debts and gave us one low monthly payment. Mr. Cash is good people.
We applied at a bank for a home improvement loan, but they turned us down, said we didn't have enough equity in our house. That's when we called Mr. Cash. He approved our loan, gave us all the money we needed at a low interest rate.
I'm single and on a fixed income. A situation arose where I need a large sum of money in a hurry with a low, affordable payment. I called Mr. Cash, and Mr. Cash came through for me. Thanks, Mr. Cash.
Considering a home equity loan? Call now, 1-800-444-CASH. That's 1-800-444-2274. Homeowners only. Call 1-800-444-CASH. Call now and ask for Mr. Cash.
You're going away too, fat boy, fat boy. All right, folks.
No, easy, kitty.
Corky. Corky.
Not on the record.
Corky. Corky.
Whoa.
All I got to do
is like pick that back up.
Oh, I got a $50 record. Corky's like, say word. Yo, son. I think you still owe me $5 and shit. What if I come in here and scratch that shit? I mean,
oh shit! I was
damn,
freaking out for you, man. I was like, oh shit, no.
Jeepers creepers. Holy Lord.
Where'd you get those peepers?
He knows. Yeah, he fucking knows. He fucking knows. Let's do a little soda speak.
Soda stuff.
So you actually brought some shit from back west, down east.
Yes.
Up north. What is it?
Across of Mississippi.
Let me look this up. What's it called?
Down on the Mason-Dixon. Oh yeah. You gonna look it up before we speak of it?
Yeah, just to see.
Because it's got gamer stuff on there too.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Well, just because of the what it is.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about it. What is this?
This is Mountain Dew Overdrive. It is a citrus punch.
Citrus punch. Mountain Dew Overdrive. Now, when I just Googled this, no bullshit, I get from the Mountain Dew wiki, because there is such a fucking thing, because the world is coming to a goddamn end. Overdrive is a franchise exclusive Mountain Dew flavor available since June 2022, only at Casey's General Stores.
Yes.
Is that where you were at?
Yes.
You were at a Casey's General Store?
Yes.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's a gas station. I know it's in...
it's like a Sheetz.
It's in Iowa, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in other
a Sheetz,
Midwest.
a QT, a fucking... what's the other one everybody flips out about?
The Buc-ee's.
No, what's the up north?
Oh.
These fucking Yankees.
Damn, I can't.
These Yankees will tell me. They'll tell me. What's the fucking... Wawa.
Wawa.
Yeah, sure.
Now, yeah, I really did. When I saw this, I thought it was exclusive to Casey's. I just...
Yeah. That's crazy.
Didn't know for 100% sure.
So we've probably never done this. Overdrive is a citrus punch, which is raspberry, lime, and mango.
Oh, sweet.
It's got a red-orange look, having a similar punch-tasting flavor to that of Sasquatch. Interesting. Not in Cali? All right. Sure. This is crazy.
Go ahead.
Let's try it out. You brought two of them, too.
Yeah.
That's fucking... We ain't got to carl it or nothing. We should shotgun it and get all fucking messed up.
I don't know if I can drink it.
That is unique.
I don't know. I didn't taste it.
What do you taste? A lot of carbonation. It's tough to get past the carbonation for the flavor. But I definitely taste an orange. There's some things working there that's just they just don't seem normal.
Right. Since it is like artificial, like I can't catch any of the mango on there.
I can't catch the mango. That's what I was looking for. Because mango comes off as like pine to me.
Right.
Which I love. Cameraman hates it. He says it tastes like drinking pine salt. Or like sucking on a pine cone.
Yeah.
So I don't really get that. But let's try to. I did take a super huge gulp. Let me take a look, like a sippy. The sippy does provide a little bit more of a flavor profile there. I taste a little more of the raspberry on top of the orange. Still missing the mango a little bit, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Which I would. It's a great soda. I think it's fantastic. But I think if that mango was a little more present, I think it would be a fucking S tier soda.
Yeah.
It's good, though. And good for a little Mountain Dew buzz.
Mountain Dew.
When we go over Twitch, I may pull my fucking shirt off. With all this fucking caffeine, liquor and shit. This is I got a fear record, some caffeine and some liquor. Dude, this may get fucking ugly, like quick.
Wild boys.
Taking it right down that sideline. Yeah, that's good stuff. Let's get in a little chip chat action.
Chippy chat.
Boom.
Potato chips. How my mom does potato chips. How my
Excesso. There's a lot of stuff on the chip, is what you're saying. Those are thick. Papas. Sorry, I clipped the audio. Look at that. Es delicioso.
Hit the
Bing City. Yeah, there's a
hit
weird,
the wrong one first.
There's a weird thing that happens with this fucking it's hard to explain for people that don't know, but there's a weird thing that happens here. Anyway, so for Chip Chat, you actually got we actually have a little open bag special, or we like to call it an OBS.
OBS.
On the program. This is a Circle K chip. You brought this.
Yep.
This is also from the Midwest?
No, that was something I got before I even went on my trip.
Okay, sure. Circle K, I don't know if are there Circle K's nationwide? Probably. I'd like to think there are. This is a grilled hot dog Circle K chip with mustard, relish, and onions. Just so happened it's on the chip sheet. We've done this at some point before, which I didn't. He asked me. I don't know.
In fact, I got that on the Raleigh trip.
Oh.
When I went to Raleigh, I got that at a Circle K.
Like, I have no idea. You asked me, I have no fucking idea. I had to look it up, and certainly we've done these before. The great thing I like about these, I don't taste the hot dog. I taste mustard. I taste like relish.
And the onion is sliced there. It's
I
not
taste the
strong.
mustard, the onion, and the relish.
I think the hot dog is there, but it's maybe more like the hot dog water flavor and not just like a beef.
Because let me tell you,
hot dog.
Back in the early days, we did, I want to say it was a Hers, and it was called like All American Hot Dog. And it was a hot dog chip that, much like this, had all the different fixings. So you tasted the chili and the slaw and the onions and all that shit, whatever.
Right.
It was a good chip. Then I went and Walmart had a hot dog chip. And I'm like, dope. We just did a hot dog chip. It was so good. I got the chip, or somebody got the chip, and it just tasted like hot dog.
Like, Oscar Mayer.
Like meat. And that's it. It was awful. It was awful. You just tasted this. It was all like raw hot dog. Like you were eating a cold hot dog without even microwaving it up or nothing.
And the nitrates.
That's what it tasted like. So I think for doing a hot dog chip, it's got to be pronounced with the fixins. This one does it the right way. That's the best one.
Right.
The All-American one, I think it's hers. That was really good. This may be even better. But like, yeah, it's got to be about the fixins. Not about the hot dog. I don't want to taste a raw ass fucking best hot dog in the world. I don't give a fuck. No, that's not true. Vienna beef from Chicago.
About some Nathan's or something.
I mean, I'll take a Vienna beef, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, the wieners that are all leaked up.
Corky stalking like Ghostface. Yeah, Corky. Corky.
At least he's not on the fear. He's not on the fear, but.
Are we gonna have problems, buddy? He knows his name, Corky. Hey, Corky. What you know, son? Did we talk about this, bro? Come on, man. I'll get you like early next week, man. Don't be fucking my records up. Don't be Corky. I told you I'd get you early next week, man.
Yeah, we'll get you that spaghetti.
Fat fuck. Fucking fat fuck. All right. So what's the real deal chip?
The real deal chip.
Sure.
Is. Oh, make sure.
Oh yeah. That's yours. That's mine.
That's yours. Sweet and spicy honey lays. And you said this has not been done yet.
I don't think so. Where'd these come from?
Just a grocery store.
The old Grosseteria?
Yeah, that's why it's the normal size bag and whatnot.
Sure. That sounds phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm all.
That sounds absolutely phenomenal. Do the honors, Your Honor.
The smell is. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. Are you a hot honey guy? You ever used hot honey?
No.
The kid got me some Mike's hot honey. That shit's incredible. I've recently learned like one of the new trends is you get a nice like pepperoni pizza, hit it off with a hot honey, and people are like, "Dude, it's sounds stupid, but like try it."
Right, just because of the heat with the sweet.
Yeah. So it's a typical. I just dropped.
I got it. This is a save.
Typical Lay's consistency. A lot of stuff on the chip. Lots of stuff on the chip. Wow. That is pretty incredible. Pretty spicy.
Yeah.
But not crazy.
Right. And you know what's weird is it says sweet and spicy and then honey. It's like the sweet and the honey are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
Which doesn't make any sense to me. I expected the honey to be what is sweet about this chip.
It's like honey flavor, but there's also like a sugar flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow, those are fantastic. Honestly, those may be like a. I'll tell Sweet Tea to flag these. We'll go ahead and say flag these. Right now, I would put these number 2 for the year. Honestly, for me, I would put it as a number 2.
Behind the old pickler.
The spicy bread and butter.
Butter, yeah.
That's
Those
up
are
there.
pretty good. You know what's
That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else out in the TV land had these?
Right, it's fairly common, I thought.
Wizard says, I'm on the hot honey train, pizza especially. Hell yeah. I ate these with a hot dog in July, solid chip. Yeah, these are fantastic. These are really fantastic. And apparently not too tough to find.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's just like a regular chip you can find at your local...
And I can't remember if I was at Walmart or if it was the Food Kitty or where it was at exactly.
I think we call it the Walmarts around here.
The Walmarts?
Or Walk March.
I call it Small Mart when it's the neighborhood Walmart.
I call it Walk March.
Walk March?
Yeah. I call it that because of some of my redneck relatives' inability to pronounce things properly.
Oh,
yeah. And that was the most Corky, brother. Corky, dude. This dude is on me like stink on shit. He just waits. If you wasn't here, I go take a shit or something. I come back, that record's in 40 pieces on the floor, and he's like just standing there like smiling at me. Yeah, he knows. I don't know how. It's fucking crazy. He can smell money. He can smell something. Sorry, the music was pretty loud. Sorry about that. You guys can get over it. Or if not, I don't know. Go watch one of these other fucking streams. How about that shit? Go talk about Fleetwood Mac for a while. Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'll have another drink.
I'm sorry. I'm getting a little aggressive. This is when we need to sign off because I get weird and I want to fight people.
Be
stuff.
aggressive. Be aggressive. BEAGGRESSIVE.
Aggressive.
Go. Fight. Win.
I used to do the
kill.
Go. Spirit Sparkles.
I was not a male cheerleader.
It's not what I heard. It's not what I heard. I heard you cheered for fucking, I don't know what I'm saying. Thanks everybody for joining us for Grown Man Record. The show's not done. For those of you that's checking us out on YouTube or whatever, we're going to go back over to Twitch.
We're going to Twitch it.
It's at the bottom of this fucking thing. I should be able to pull this up. I should be able to pull this fucking graphic up quick because I know it's at the bottom. Boom.
From the bottom up.
There's Twitter. Where's Twitch? Boom. Easy. We're going back over to twitch.tv/Grown Men Record Night. And first things first, we're going to play that fucking Fear album and hang out for a little bit and have a little bit of a late night jams vibe. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us and checking us out, even if for just a few minutes, man. We definitely appreciate you. Great to have Czar Man back in the house and shit. And yeah, man, have a good fucking weekend. This is that fucking pivot point.
Yeah.
Start your weekend off right. Set that fucking tone. Do something with your life, will you? Other than just, never mind. I ain't gonna say it. I was gonna say something weird. I ain't gonna say nothing weird. Get over to Twitch.
Twitch it.
Get over to Twitch, and tell your. No, I'm not gonna. So I do it, Uncle. Tell your uncle. No.